Hello and welcome to Cup of Tea Reviews. My name is Tim and I'm joined as always by Michael.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for joining me.
Tim, we watch movies to be entertained, but so many of them are duds.
We watch the movies that can go either way, good or bad, and we let you know if they're worth your while.
We waste our time so that you don't have to.
That's right, Michael, and today's movie is Airport. It is a 1970 disaster film starring Dean Martin and Burt Lancaster. Michael, please give us your hot take.
Tim, this movie was not my cup of tea. It was just really disappointing. It was slow paced. There was a lot of other problems. I really wanted to like this, but it just wasn't there. What about you?
This movie was not my cup of tea. I really wanted to like it because I love the cast. I think it really had a lot of potential, but at the end of the day, it just didn't fulfill any of that potential.
So, Tim, what's it about?
The film inspired the disaster movie craze in the 1970s and follows an airport manager as he deals with snowstorms, family issues, and a suicide bomber. Michael, where would you like to start with this one?
The pacing, Tim, it's so slow. This movie is just plodding. It takes like an hour to get into the main story of this film, which is way too long. I felt like we spent so much time with every single one of our characters' backstories. Who are they in love with? What's the problem in their relationship? By the time we actually got into the disaster movie of this, it was an hour in, and that's just not acceptable in a 2-hour movie. So for me, that was the number one problem.
This movie is building toward a big disaster. It's building toward the suicide bomber subplot. The problem is it doesn't build tension. It doesn't build suspense. It doesn't build toward that moment. It just sort of meanders, and then all of a sudden there's a big spike in action. And then the movie just sort of falls off the edge. It's not an effective story. It's not well told. It's just sort of meanders, and it doesn't really build anything. There's no sense of real drama between these characters. Even as they talk and argue and discuss things that are big issues, it doesn't really deal with any of it in a serious way. There just isn't anything here to hold your hat on.
That's my number one problem, Tim. I feel this was billed as a disaster movie.
Yeah.
But it's not. It's a drama. It's just not a well-done drama. So I think you come in and you're like, oh, it's going to be exciting. There's going to be like this airplane. It's like, oh, disaster movies, But it's not that. It's a drama between these 7 characters and their love lives. What frustrated me most is the actual ending of the film.
Yeah.
Which is a bailout on all of the drama.
Yeah.
So we do all this drama and then we don't resolve a bunch of the plots in the movie. Why be a drama if you're not going to do that? So this movie just didn't know what it wanted to be, and that was really a bad sin here.
Problem is the movie just doesn't follow through on any of its promises. It promises to be a big drama amongst all these characters and intersecting their lives. It doesn't do that. It promises to be a big disaster film. It doesn't do that. It promises some really high tensions of real intensity, and there's none of that. So the movie just doesn't fulfill on any of its promises. It's a pretty lame excuse for a movie. Somehow it made $150 million back in the 1970s. It's just, I don't understand this movie. It's not for me. Michael, was there anything that did work for you in the film?
It's fun to see some storied actors getting a chance to just do their thing on the silver screen. Again, they don't really have a lot to do. I don't think the writing's great, but, it's fun to say, oh, that's Dean Martin, some of these people that from other places. So I enjoyed that, I guess.
I learned a lot about how airports operated in the 1970s. There's so much jargon and so much technical talk about how airplanes operate and how airports operate, and I know how to get a plane, out of the snow.
You know how to clear a runway now.
If a 747 is stuck in the snow, I know how to clear that baby out.
Call you.
Just give me a call. I saw Airport. Terrible. Not a good movie, not worth watching. But, Michael, would you recommend it ever?
No, Tim, I would not. This movie is terrible. The only time I would recommend this movie is if you want to understand the jokes in Airplane to an even greater degree. This is literally the movie it is making fun of. So you can see this and put some more of those jokes in context. What about you?
No, don't watch this. It's not worth it. I also want to call out really quickly, the cinematography is really ugly. I think it was nominated for an Oscar, but it looks terrible. All the wall backdrops are lit in dark shadows, and Dean Martin looks like a gray ghost the whole movie. It's terrible. Do not watch this movie. Skip it. Skip it. Skip it. Thank you all for watching.
Join us next time on Cup of Tea Reviews.